came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 30 base.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
So don't say nothing.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Recon 132 fighter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now a give right side. It's Fitzgerald. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 18 yards to pick up there.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 34-yard line.
Come on,
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
Get it.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Ready.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
You're out.
Man.
You fire.
You got tank.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Check,
and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Deep river.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the
boys,
1.
bring it up.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver.
Ready, set.
Let's see what kind of adjustments the
Check,
defense
check,
is
watch
going
the
to
ball.
make to
Hey,
try and
lock
take
it.
that away.
Watch the pass.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready,
From
break.
back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Check
And he
26,
will
check
push
26.
his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Set up. 50. Plant.
That's it. Big hit.
Set up.
Back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And this one is right through. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
The Saints take
That's
over
it, baby.
first and
We gonna
10
work.
at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, break.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 50.
Let's go.
Now a give right side. It's Carter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second
Yeah,
down.
baby. Boom.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On the ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's second
Check
and
your
5.
weapon.
Check 13.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty
Ready,
vanilla
ready.
defenses.
Ten Lobo.
You're looking for guys that play with
Leo,
abandon and just
Leo.
go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We got this.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ready.
51, Mike 51. I got him. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Ready.
First down, the run with Lynch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, seam six. Now.
Operating from the gun. Huff looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Down. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D.
Buzz.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Let's get it.
Back to throw. Huff. This caught by the tight end Cross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's do it.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 60 yards.
It's 59. Mike.
Look. Squeeze.
Got it.
Big edge.
5.
Show it in.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You don't want no problems with me.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, D.
Big River.
Looking to throw. Huff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 8 Reed.
I can't believe they let you play.
Fair. Hit it.
On first down, it's Carter. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the screen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
49. Check.
Rock it.
Shit.
Here we go on 4th down, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
I'm all over you.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
52's to Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ready, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. Hard, hard.
Watch out, watch out.
Slam. Get it. Slam.
On 2nd down, Lynch. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, Haywood.
52's to Mike.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huff. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Down.
The Bucs
15,
offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Shoot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Let's go now.
The Saints
70,
offense on the
Indy.
field, ready to get their drive started. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Hey, Echo.
59's Mike, 59.
Let's go.
Check, 59.
From the gun.
Go, go, go.
Huff. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's how we do
Well, it
it.
was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike the 59.
Smoke.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Operating from the gun. Huff. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
Here we go.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Mike 52. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Interception all day,
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You're out.
Coming for you. You mine.
Get it.
They start the drive with Lynch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check 59.
5.
Second down and inches.
Mike the 59. Danny.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. That's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. Lynch. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's checking.
On 2nd down now. It's Lynch. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
2nd and long. It's caught here by Adams. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Got it.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
On first down, it's Lynch, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike's 5'9".
Go.
From the gun, Huff. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On the pickup, it's second and inches. At the 30.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go! Get it!
Back to throw.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Walker has it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
59.
Rock it.
Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. Huff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Watch 54.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll run on first down. Fitzgerald, and he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to collect.
2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take
Come on,
over
baby.
1st and
Let's
10
go.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hard. Sleep dribble.
They'll run with Lynch.
Crunch.
A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Out. Watch the curl.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
Let's go.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Watch the twist.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
15 line. 15 line.
We got 3. 3 down.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On 3rd and 2, Riddle eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Push him back. Push him back.
Let go.
On fourth down, Riddle. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back.
Here we go, here we
go. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Buzz!
Mike 56.
Now.
56.
Operating from the gun. Stringer. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ready up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first
Sam
and 10.
on.
Oh, yeah, and here we go.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
SOS.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
SOS.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On the set.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Yeah. You don't want none.
5.
To throw on second down. Stringer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
30 base.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10.
56.
Right at the 40.
Right there. 56. Get that quarterback.
From the gun. Stringer.
D-line, get that quarterback.
He's got the hook up to Miller. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We're going to work.
A gain of 14. First down, Tampa Bay.
Set up. 10 Tucson.
Mike's 56. Watch the screen.
Bravo.
Screen. Check.
6-6. Bullet high. Hustle high. Shoot.
On first down, Stringer. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Stringer. He'll take his shot, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked Kicked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. This is Lynch.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike Park 2. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down. Riddle steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Rock it. Get it.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second down at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie. Fire.
Looking to throw. Riddle. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's coming again.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like